Hello everyone, it's Marcia again. I have a new journal I wanted to share with you. This is a small little journal. It is made from a men's wallet, a leather wallet, which I was completely inspired by Rachel Tomlinson, and I will link her below in the video that inspired me. And I did ask her if it was okay if I did something similar, because it was just such a great idea. Anyways, I had this wallet in my stash for quite a while now. Well over a year, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to use it until I saw her video. So what I did was I turned it into a journal. I did put some leather conditioner on this because it was old and dried out. And you can see it has age on it. And that's all authentic. I didn't age it up any. The journal itself is stitched directly into the spine with some waxed thread. There's a pocket on the back here. You can see that this ID pocket is quite aged. It's yellowed. And I just slipped in a memory verse card because he is a believer and he wanted to keep that near to him to remind him. Let's see. The snap it's quite full, but it still has room. It can be snapped on this this snap instead of the second one, but it still fits, so you could still add more ephemera or pictures or something if you wanted to. As we get in, we have pictures. This is a vintage photo which I trimmed down to fit better in the wallet. Just clipped on there a vintage receipt which I've inked up, and that can be journaled on. I'm just going to go ahead and put these back real quick. Inside the pocket is some more stuff that you can use to journal with, a guest check from like a restaurant or something which I inked up. This is a magazine page from a Post magazine from 1965, I want to say, and it has to do with Vietnam War. The reason for that is because I feel that this gentleman who owned this wallet, and I'll tell you kind of, my thinking, it isn't really a story or a concept journal. It is slightly. I forgot to mention that tied onto the snap closure here with some twine is this keychain and this old brass key. This is a war veterans keychain. I can't talk. This is my second time doing the video because I keep screwing things up. Anyway, so bear with me. So in my mind, the person who owned this, the gentleman, was a Vietnam vet. And so he would have kept memorabilia from that time in his life in this journal. We have a picture of a lady here from a college yearbook, which in my mind he went to college with. It's a picture of a drive-in market from his hometown with some journaling space on the back. There's lots of collage and tape and vintage papers on the front cover here, and I stamped on here for your records. And this is made from a file folder, so it's a quite heavy-duty cardstock. I have a little pocket here with a cutout to look like a photo slide type, I can't remember what they're called, photo strip from, was cut from another Post magazine, but it's Sean Connery, and he was filming the James Bond movie. Anyways, or one of them. Here is a glassine bag, which I've turned into a little tuck and layered on this, like a thesaurus page with some paper and tape. Inside here is, this is just coffee-dyed scrapbook paper, which I folded up. But in here is a little collage with this young man here. This was a friend of his that he lost in the war. And I put on here some, this was from a dictionary. Sorry, I can't think. And it says patriot, patriotism, patriotic. And then it up here is from a thesaurus, which says invaluable and invasion. Just a memory of his dear friend that he lost. a collage here with a stamp from and the corner of the envelope that it was on of Eisenhower. He does collect stamps as well, as you'll see throughout. A book page here with just a collage stitched on, a place to journal, ledger paper, and everything in here is coffee dyed or inked, so it looks older than it is. This is from a cutout from a book. It has some car emblems on there and some papers layered up. It's a hymnal page, which yeah, he wanted to keep close. His mother was religious, and it reminds him of her. A playing card glued on here to make a little pocket, and a tag with some birds glued on there. A 1974 pocket calendar book, and a stamp down there. Some stamping here as well on this coffee dyed paper. This is a map of San Francisco from a very old book. Folded in there. Excuse me. Little collage and fabric, or paper and fabric collage that makes a little tuck spot with some paper for journaling. The center here has this tag with these young men. This was also from the college yearbook. Just leaning against their car there, eating some lunch, it looks like, with a place to journal on the back. This yearbook was from 1956, I believe, a local college that I was able to get a hold of. A little pocket here with just some more collage and a journaling card with the days of the week stamped on there. The other side of the map, another, just a random collage, nothing specific about that. The other side of the pocket calendar, and an image here of a little boy eating watermelon with some help on this dictionary page. A little collage there. The other side of the hymnal page. A little collage here with the Seattle Space Needle with a helicopter. You can, I don't know, you probably can't make it out on the camera, but it is visible as to what it is. And that folds out for more journaling. Another song here, sorry, collaged on with a picture of a boat. He's interested in sailing, or actually the purpose behind this was that he was a sailor. He was in the Navy. So, yeah. Collage here with a World's Fair postage stamp. It's not a stamp, it's like printed on and embossed. It's really kind of cool. Collector stamp on this index card. And then the back here is a glassine, the other side of the glassine bag with some cheesecloth and paper, and then another stamp, an envelope corner with Franklin Roosevelt on there, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And then, because of his interest in stamps, I put this advertisement or order form for commemorative stamps from the era that he was from. See if I can get it back in here easily, hopefully. I'll mess with that later. And then the back here, I left the tab here from the file folder and stamped on property of, put a little pocket here with a little tag. On the back side, I just stamped on do not bend. I was able to pick up these stamps at like a thrift store. There were some old vintage office stamps that were pretty cool. So there's another like ID pocket here with a old photo, and this is of a university hospital. And we have some little tags here I did some stamping on, and this is a guest check receipt. There, a vintage quarter money roll paper, and another vintage slide. This one is Knott's Berry Farm. Probably, maybe you can see it there. It's got the train depot. Some places he's visited. And then in this pocket here, I've added a couple little things. This is it's from the pocket planner as well, 1974, and it's got area codes and time differences and traveling distances, just information he wants to keep on hand. A it's like a coupon type thing cut from a magazine. This was also from a Post magazine. And it has to do with cigarettes and, or cigars, I mean, and smoking, which was very much a big thing back in the day. I'm not promoting that. I'm just, you know, it would have been part of his life as a sailor and just as a person living during that era, I think. And back pocket here has a couple things as well. Vintage ephemera. This is from the Post magazine in order form for the subscription. And a book page from a 1971, what's it called? Farmer's Almanac. And it just has some information on here that he wanted to keep with him. Thoughts of the year, little words of wisdom, and things like that. And so that is my journal, kind of, yeah, it's sort of a concept journal, but not really. It's not a solid storyline. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thanks for watching. It will be listed on my Etsy, and the link will be in the description, so you can check that out if you're interested. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.